The mobile sports betting app legislation is dead this session. Some people hope to get it pushed through next session, and there we are. So, hey, I get it. Everybody's got different interest, and we'll see how it goes. It's up and running in Louisiana. I had to guess the smaller casinos know that BetMGM is already ready to roll. And, I mean, it's one of the best mobile sporting apps in the world.
Yeah.
And obviously they've been firing it off, for a while, and they've invested God knows how much. I mean, all right, millions and millions and millions of dollars into the BetMGM thing. I mean, I'm glad that PRR already has one. PRR Sports, they've had it for several years. Pearl River Resort, PRR Sports app. But that's still, you have to be on site, obviously. Right?
But if they open mobile, if mobile gets approved for the state,
they're ready.
They're the only two. It's MGM and PRR.
As far as I know, I don't. There could be we've got some other owners, obviously, through the casinos. Yeah. I don't even remember who's here now. Penn, Caesars. I can't remember who's who. And then we've got a bunch of independent. The independents, I don't think want it
because they don't have the
and
money.
They can cluster together and maybe fight off MGM or something like that. But yeah, PRR, Pearl River Resort, PRR Sports app is available, and you can bet you can be checking into the Golden Moon Casino Hotel. Like, the guy can be taking your bag.
Yeah.
And you can place a bet on the Super Bowl or March Madness or the Masters or, UFC or whatever's going on.
During football season, I would go slightly out of my way, and I would pull into the parking lot, walk in the doors, put my bets in, then head on up to start.
That's smart.
It took me like an extra 30 minutes, but it worked.
Yeah, you didn't have to go in, stand in line.
Yeah. I walked in the doors about 10 feet.
The deal is the line. That's why you download the PRR Sports app.
No doubt.
Is the line.
Convenience.
And you can be eating or going towards a table game.
Mamans. I got to go back there. It was so good.
They killed it.
So good.
And I wasn't buying it.
Oh,
they killed it.
It was amazing.
So, hey, real quick. Will, do you like buffalo chicken dip?
Ugh,
yeah, see, Will's with me.
Useless.
He just kind of went, it's I.
That proves you're wrong.
I've never, ever thought, wow, I am craving some buffalo chicken dip.
I don't think anyone craves it. It's just a go-to Super Bowl party
But I crave
food.
Rotel. Good. Wendy does it well. It's not all loaded up with cheese and thick, like really good Rotel. You got to go more Rotel than cheese. Got to cut the cheese down. I don't know what the percentage is.
I
don't make it.
You have very specific things that you like we talked about earlier. You don't like cream cheese. I would think if we polled our audience, the majority, like 80+%, would say they eat dips with cream cheese in them.
I do eat dips with cream cheese, but I don't load it. I can't eat a lot of that. I mean, it's heavy and thick. And
see, in Mississippi, most people like heavy and thick because we all are heavy and thick.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
That's us. We are heavy and thick.
Okay, anyway. I'm all about Boar's Head Game Day sliders with Boar's Head premium meats and cheeses. Here we go.
A guy named Sliced Bread.
That too. I may have a sliced bread dip or something.
You can make you a buffalo chicken dip sandwich. I've seen people put them in tortillas.
I'm willing to consider that, a grilled cheese with a little bit of buffalo chicken dip on it.
Toast the bread, then lay it down.
The bread has to be toasted and toasted well.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Soggy bread is like soggy bacon. No thank you.
I don't even make normal sandwiches without toasted bread.
Me too.
Because it gets, when I put my mayo, mustard, then my ham, cheese, all that stuff, it gets too wet. You got to have crisp bread. Yeah.
It's got to be toasted.
I'm with you. That is one, we agree on some things. That's one of them.
Look, you know me. If somebody has soggy bacon, I'll just walk out of the restaurant. Not having it. Crispy bacon, right?
That's right.
It's like,
no, I'm with you.
What else were we talking about? Something else soggy that's no good.
I mean, there's very few things that are good soggy. Let's be real honest.
Point. All right.
That's not a good word.
No, it's not. Right. Out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We're going to have Chris Hopwood coming up in a second. You've got Howland gone.
Yeah, he's out.
Somebody sent me a rumor, and if it's true, it's not about Howland or Bianco or Kiffin. Somebody sent me a rumor about someone that may be
There's some fire
leaving
behind, fire
sooner
behind the
than
smoke.
later.
Yeah.
And I was surprised to get that text last night. I'd already heard something about it 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I had not brought it to the show. It surprised me, and but I can't go with it. I can't. I can't go with it.
We ain't going nowhere.
Well, I can't. I can't go with it.
It's juicy, though, it sounds like. That was a really terrible tease to do to the people. I just want you to know that. That's like your girlfriend coming up to you being like, I feel like there's something we need to talk about, but then being like, oh, it's okay, we're not going to talk about it. I mean, that's you've just left everyone hanging here now. You've dropped this juicy morsel. You got their taste buds tingling. The saliva's forming up.
Right.
And now you've said, oh, just kidding, dinner's not for another 4 hours.
Yeah, well, there you go. Something was dropped on me a couple of weeks ago, and I thought when I heard it, I thought, that sounds, I'm not buying it, but it could happen. Last night I received a text, have you heard this? And I went, whoa. Does this thing have legs? The Out of Bounds show, speaking of the Super Bowl, shout out to Havana Smoke Shop. Havana Smoke Shop for all your premium cigars. Havana Smoke Shop.
You've started a problem now. So QB1 goes, so it's Leach? Question mark.
Did I say that?
But you didn't say it wasn't Leach.
Right.
That's the problem.
Correct.
Oh.
But I'm not saying that it is. But, all right. And so it would be a big, big story.
Is Vic Schaefer coming back?
That's it.
That's it.
You just
to
nailed
coach
it.
Ben, he's taking Ben Howland's job.
That's right. It's breaking news.
There it is. That makes sense.
And Blair will be his number one assistant because True Maroon believes that Blair will be
coach
the women's coach.
That's what I heard. They're going to do a
True
father-daughter.
Maroon
Yeah,
has already been lobbying since Monday for Blair Schaefer to either be the women's coach or the men's coach.
We don't need.
I think it's because he thinks she's attractive.
Yeah, we don't
whatever.
need Vic back, but Blair can come back.
Okay.
That's
all right.
That'll get people at women's games.
But yeah, I don't think you'll ever have the magic that you had
because that was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. And I don't think none of this is happening. And I don't care who you hire. I don't think you're getting half of what you were getting as far as attendance. What do you have?
Someone said Hugh Freeze is going to coach men's and women's basketball at State.
He won I think he won state titles in both as a high school coach.
Yeah, at was it MUS? What's that school in Memphis that he was at?
Briarcrest.
Briarcrest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all those big Memphis schools.
Are we getting hot?
Yeah, about to right now.
All right, cool. All right, Hop Mania will join us. Chris Hopwood, director of the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook. And you can download the PRR Sports app. That's Pearl River Resort. PRR Sports app, Pearl River Resort. You can bet anywhere on property. You can be walking to the poker table and go, oh, I want to bet some money on the Auburn basketball game or the UFC fight or the Super Bowl or the Masters, and you can do it right there on your phone. So there's mobile betting on property. Mobile betting on property at Pearl River Resort. Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Chris Hopwood, director of the sportsbook for the Golden Moon Casino. It's the Timeout Lounge, but it is the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook on this show. Hop Mania joins us on the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. All right, Hop, where's the money flowing? Rams or Bengals?
Well, on the point spread right now, it's flowing in on the Bengals, but on the money line to win straight up, it's on the Rams.
Wow. Okay. Does that surprise you?
No, it's usually that way in the bigger games where you have the general public thinks the favorite's going to win the game, but then they don't know if they're going to cover the point spread. So most of the big games usually fall that way where it's I hate to say this, but if it falls where the favorite wins by 1, 2, or 3, the sportsbooks win everything. But that's usually the way it falls into place.
Okay. All right. Chris Hopwood, Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook. Download their mobile betting app on property, PRR Sports, Pearl River Resort. PRR Sports. All right. What is the most popular prop bet?
Well, right now it's been either the passing yards by either Burrows or Stafford. I know Chase. His receiving yards and touchdowns have been one of our popular bets. But those have kind of been the most popular ones right now because, well, one of the things is since of course we allow people to parlay those to the game and to other things, so that increases the play with the parlay prop bets. I know in the history when I was in Vegas, we would do all the work on the prop bets and wouldn't get any play on them because they were all straight bets. They were never allowed to be parlayed. And so now that's the way the industry's changed a little bit. So now since you can parlay some of the prop bets, it makes it a little more fun and entertaining for the guests.
Do you like it as a director of the sports book or no? More action, yeah?
I mean, if you put the work in, you want to get the bets on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes it more fun. It's just there are situations where some bets are correlated to other things, so it's kind of hard to, let's just say, give a 3-team parlay away for one single bet that's all the same.
Right. Do you have the national anthem option or no?
No, we don't have that option because some of those bets, I mean, that would be a fun bet. I mean, we're still working on some things right now. I mean, I'm just getting ready to go in the office soon.
Okay.
I mean, as you know, a lot of our guests don't really bet ahead of time. So it's like this is the weekend where we're going to start getting a lot of play in on the game itself. And so there are some things we're going to probably try to add for fun.
I got you.
But yeah, so now this is the time. I still have, because, you know, like Vegas and then put up things early, they can. But it's like for us, I can do it now because most of the plays are going to come in this weekend.
Sure. You're going to get smoked on Saturday, but hammered on Sunday. I get it. Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook, Timeout Lounge, the director of the sportsbook. He is Chris Hopwood on the Corona Premier Guest Line. All right, where's the money going over under?
Right now, it's on the over. I mean, if you look at the industry in Vegas, I think we're half a point or a point higher than everyone else. So on the total. So most of the time for us right now, the money's on the over. Okay.
All right. What's the biggest bet you've taken so far on the Super Bowl?
So we've taken $5,000 on the Bengals. We've taken a $10,000 bet on the Rams money line, which wins $5,000 at this point. So, I mean, those are the biggest bets we've had. I'm looking for bigger because we have had phone calls asking us how big a bets we'll take. So I'm waiting to see if those customers are going to actually come in and put the money on the counter for us.
So,
but
wow, you've got people calling for possibly bigger bets than that?
Well, yeah, and that's the one thing that's we've talked about this before. That's funny about Mississippi because sometimes it's a long drive to get to the locations, and so if they're going to bet $20,000 to $50,000, I guess they want to make sure you're going to take it before you come.
Sure. Sure. Did you see what Mattress Mac did?
I have not paid too much attention to what's going on outside of our sports book. Is he betting a couple $1 million on something?
Yeah. Blake, did he drop $4.5 million?
Yeah. Largest mobile bet in Louisiana, $4.5 million to make 7.7 on the Bengals money line.
Sounds like a fun proposition. I don't know if I can take that bet where I'm at.
Bo's coming to drop a fat 100 G's on the Bengals.
100K on the Fighting Joe Burrows through Hot Mania.
Well, that's what's been so fun with this is we got two SEC quarterbacks.
Exactly. We're loving it, man. Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, but Joe is so. You know, he just won the national championship, won it at LSU, won it in New Orleans. And so there's a lot of buzz around Burrow, which is really cool for us. Are you cheering for anybody?
Well, for me, it's been fun watching the Bengals. I mean, it's like you said, you got Chase and you got Burrows that just won a national championship, so it's kind of hard not to root for those guys.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've always been a big fan of Stafford, and seeing him get out of Detroit and go to L.A., it's kind of hard, but I'm probably going to be rooting for the Bengals. Well, it also depends on the money, too. You know I got to root for the book.
No. I love it. Chris Hopwood, director of the sportsbook, Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook, Pearl River Resort. It's the Timeout Lounge, and it will be a fun atmosphere on Saturday, and then Sunday will be wild, starting probably mid-morning all the way up until the game, and so on. Blake, do you
Yeah,
have a question?
speaking of Sunday, and I know we've talked a little bit about how chaotic your book gets on like an SEC Saturday, right, in football. Do you have any idea, like, head count may not be the right word, but like how many like individual bets do you think you'll take
Yeah,
Saturday and Sunday? Like,
okay.
how many tens of thousands it feels like?
Well, I mean, and that's the thing that we talked about before. Like, we kind of have an idea because our national championships, especially when SEC teams are involved, are kind of the same thing as our Super Bowl. So, I mean, we'll probably take 30 to 50,000 bets on the game itself, and
That's
I mean, the
incredible.
money's usually pretty high. I mean, I think I forget. I think last year we were close to $5 million total on the game.
Okay. That's strong for a rural Mississippi casino. Hello. 30 to 50,000 bets on the Super Bowl and could be north of 5 million. Pearl River Resort, Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook. Have you had lunch at Mama and M's lately? Because Blake and I are craving it, and we've got to get up there, and we've got to go, and we've got to bother you when we're there.
Yeah, I mean, come on down for a lunch. I mean, Mom and M's is always great. I mean, you've been there. The portions are nice and large.
Love it.
It's a little too big sometimes when you're trying to lose a little bit of weight, but the food's great.
Dude, everything we had last time was good, and we had a lot of food on the table when we ate with Hopwood. All right, do you have the Masters odds up yet?
I can look at my app real quick and see if they're up, but I know they were up, but I haven't really paid too much
Blake's
attention
already
to
on the
golf
phone. He's already pulling it up. All right, so
right now I've been working on the college baseball.
oh wow! A week from today, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and other SEC baseball teams opening day at Duty Noble Field in Swayze. Hopwood's getting in front. He was the first one to throw up the college baseball bets last year. I think some followed, but Pearl River Resort, Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook were the first last year where you could bet on Hail State and Ole Miss baseball. Hey, how many bets, if you can remember, how many bets did y'all take for March Madness last year? Do you remember?
I don't know the total number of bets, but that's crazy now, especially the way they had where it went through a Monday.
Yeah.
Because I know the bad thing for us was Monday was a slow day because it's not the locals are gone back home, so that's why I didn't like the switch. We talked about that last time. I mean, it's better when it ends on a weekend, and we just have the madness for 4 or 5 days leading into it.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, I'm looking for it's the big events are great. I mean, the big events are so much fun because you have new customers coming in that are trying to learn how to bet because it's something new. I know the Super Bowl we're getting new questions because that we really haven't had all year long.
Good.
Everyone's trying to learn how to bet, so it makes it a lot more fun.
That's great. Look, I thought March Madness last year was unbelievable. Now that we've got Auburn in the mix, well, they may be in the mix. They are right now, but they may be able to advance in March Madness. And we may have another team, Blake. I mean, we've got Alabama could shoot their way into through a few rounds. And Arkansas could too. Well, and then you got Kentucky, right? But it's funny, we're not even talking about Kentucky. We're talking about Auburn and
well, Auburn's a basketball school, so.
Wow. Shots fired. I should ask Hopwood if he's got Brian Harsin odds up.
Well, not to shortcut Hopwood, but Cole Kubelik just tweeted out that he thinks Harson's staying.
That's what he told me two days ago.
And he doesn't tweet that out if he doesn't think that. So continue your interview, but I just want to throw that out.
All right, Chris Hopwood, director of the sports book, the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook. But either way, Hopwood, y'all will have the ability to bet on the Masters if you don't right now at some point, right? I mean, I know it's a couple months away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost positive we probably have them up because usually they're up a year ahead of time, and they just keep getting adjusted. It makes it a little bit tough sometimes because a player may not qualify, or then you might have someone get added in, and so putting up as early as we do. But yeah, I mean, we'll definitely be taking the bets on the Masters, U.S. Open, any of the majors.
All right, Blake's on the mobile betting app, and the Masters odds are up on PRR Sports.
Hideki Matsuyama, Justin Thomas, some of the top names. Jordan Spieth. Those some of the top names for the PRR Sports app, Masters odds.
All right, well, there you go. All right, Hopwood, well, you're going to be working, my man, but I mean, and I know the book is going to be nuts tomorrow and Sunday. But I hope y'all have a great weekend and be good. And Blake and I will see you soon at Mamans.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, buddy. Chris Hopwood, Hop Mania, Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook. Download the PRR Sports app. That stands for Pearl River Resort. And we got to get Hop down here and take him to lunch again, Blake.
Yeah, he talked about coming in today, but his schedule with the Super Bowl. But I think he's going to try to come in maybe
in the next couple of weeks?
Week before or week after March Madness.
I know where we got to take him. Sal and Mookie's in Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took him to Bravo the first time we met him here. Yeah, and he was blown away.
He was blown away, and he couldn't believe, he just hadn't been down here in this area.
No.
We'll take him to Sal and Mookie's in Madison.
And it's, Vegas is like the culinary mecca for a lot of things. So to be able to be impressed
by a restaurant every 12 feet.
So I'm saying and most of them are good.
Right.
To be impressed by food here, coming from Vegas where he lived for 20-something years, that it means it's good food. It's not like it's he's not impressed by mediocre food. So.
Yeah. Cool.
I like that he's got college baseball odds up already for weekend 1.
Mississippi State may have their hands full.
Long Beach State?
That's a good baseball team.
That's a very good baseball team.
Ole Miss is playing Charleston Southern.
That's a better matchup.
That's a great way to start the season.
You're talking about SEC championship favorites. Ole Miss baseball.
Ole Miss was picked to win the league, but not the division. You tell me. I don't vote on. Don't
understand.
There's enough media in this area that take themselves way too seriously, and look at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Is that a snarky group, kind of like this? All the political shows that you watch. So this guy says Long Beach State may have their hands full. I like that.
Good attitude.
He's basically saying that Logan Tanner and Luke Hancock and who else do we want to throw out? Brad Cumbus.
Yeah.
Will be ready to roll.
You're talking
next
about
Friday.
Single sport athlete Brad Cumbus.
No more football.
For the first time in 15 years, he hadn't played a football season.
Wow, really?
Well, he played all the way through, fifth grade through junior year of college. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. That'll probably help his baseball progression, won't it?
I would think so. Cam James?
Yes, sir.
Where's he going to end up?
Both Ole Miss
and there's some talk he's floating between center field and third base.
Ole Miss and State both with guys on the first team SEC teams as well. Jacob Gonzalez first team, Logan Tanner first team, and Landon Sims first team.
That's a strong trio right there of great players. All right, out of bounds. ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Hey, brought to you by Havana Smoke Shop. All right, you're thinking Super Bowl and a premium cigar like a Liga Privada, an Oliva, H. Upman. Great cigars. La Flor Dominicana, all at Havana Smoke Shop. 2 locations, I-55 North Brunnage Road and across from Shaggy's on the Reservoir. I will continue to talk about how Blake's Buffalo Chicken Dip is overrated. Live in the Bank Plus studio.